Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the first type of new gadgets that we never really reviewed in this studio before. We're going to be looking at wearables, specifically the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active. So I know they released another one just like two weeks ago or something, but we're still going to be looking at it and see what kind of updates did Samsung do to it over the past few months that have made this a better device. So if you guys want to see more of this kind of content, especially in the wearables, so like Apple Watch and those kind of things, then be sure to subscribe, like, and comment down in the video what you want to see next. And be sure to follow us on Instagram for the latest updates on what we're working on. Keep in mind that we're going to be reviewing this from a young generation perspective, so like checking out our messages a lot, going out to the gym, and playing sports and seeing how effectively does that capture like our fitness routines and everything. Ultimately, should you cop this thing or just leave it? So you can cop this watch for like $300 in Canada and like $220 in the States. And they give you a lot of options when it comes to customizing your watch too. So it comes in 4 colors: gold, green, which is kind of like dark green, mush green kind of like, and then black and silver. So throughout this video, you're going to see like 2 different colors of the smartwatch, which I had in the studio. So you guys can get a sense of what the colors look like in like everyday normal use and how they look in contrast to your clothes and everything. So here you can see like I have a few watches on my wrist. I got the 2 Galaxy Watch Actives. Okay, we want the white one and the green one. And then I have the Gear S3 in the middle, which is like my favorite one so far. Just because the display is really big and I feel like the display is too small in the Galaxy Watch Active, but that's just like totally your choice. So one thing that all wearables should have, and even smartphones should have, is water resistancy, and this thing does not disappoint. You can take this into the water, no worries at all, like swimming pool, salt water, like it's totally fine. I took it everywhere where I went, like in the lake or swimming or anything, even in the sink, so you have nothing at all to worry about going in the water or anything. It even has this specific water mode that you can enable, and then basically it tries to push out water from the smartwatch if it gets any inside using sound vibrations. So kind of like what Apple does with its Apple Watch. So I think Samsung took a page out of their book from that. Alright, so first, when it comes to the design, it's a pretty minimalistic design. So compared to other watches that Samsung has made, like the Galaxy Watch, it's much more minimal than that, and it's a really clean look. It really looks like modern. And if you take it out somewhere, like anyone can recognize, like, yeah, this is not a normal typical watch, it's a smartwatch. And that's kind of what you're getting at, right? You're paying $300. You're not trying to show, hey, I'm wearing a normal watch. You want to show that you're wearing a smartwatch. So that's what it does pretty well. It's a really nice stainless steel kind of build, and the straps are really comfortable. Like I thought they wouldn't be that nice, but like they're actually pretty comfortable, and they're put on really easily. Like I thought the buttons would get off easily too when you put it on, but that is pretty solid as well. And then it's got 2 buttons on the side, the home button and then the back button, which are very simple to use, and those are totally fine. I don't think a watch should have more buttons than that. Well, one thing is that this thing does have thick bezels. Like you can actually see the bezels are kind of thick on this device, and that's what I don't really like, is like it takes away from the shine of the watch, and that's what we're going to talk about next, like the display. So moving on to the display is nothing you can complain about. Like it's really good, except for the bezels again, right? But the bezels, they're just there, so you can't do anything about it. But the display brightness, right, the crispiness and the colors that you get are really vibrant. That's really good about Samsung devices. They have really good display technology. But for me, the display is kind of small. I'm used to like the Galaxy Watch kind of size, so this display is still a bit small for me because it's like 1.1 inch in diameter, or like 28 millimeters. But it does have super AMOLED technology, which is really good because it makes your colors really vibrant, like I said before. And the resolution is really mathematical. It's a whole pi or 2 pi, 360 by 360. If you're in grade 12, you probably got that joke. Alright, now to move on to like the main elephant in the room, the fitness perspective. So how does it do for young teens or students basically that are trying to keep a health companion with them? So when it came to the steps and for normal jogging and walking, it was pretty accurate. Measuring the distance, measuring my pace, and even at the end of it, it's really cool because it shows you like this chart of what your pace was, what your heart rate was, in a really nice graph. So that really gives you a lot of insight onto how your workout went, if you're trying to become better. And the thing is, with the heart rate sensor, it's pretty accurate as well, and it's always running because it's the Galaxy Watch Active, so they have it always running, and it's really good. It's really accurate as well. It definitely works better than like the Gear S3 that I had before. And it's not gonna lag when you're kind of looking through it, because Samsung knows that that's what their downfall was a few years ago, but they really fixed that up now. So with the Galaxy Watch Active, you can pair this up with any Android or even iPhones as well. So I tried pairing it up with the iPhone XS that I had, and it works really well. You get all your notifications, and you still have the fitness activities as long as you download the Samsung app. But the one thing is you can't see your text messages from your watch. But it is kind of limited because you can't reply from your Galaxy Watch Active, and you can't see like a thread of messages either. Then there's a music manager that you can't also use because it's not synced with your iPhone, because iPhone uses a different one. But for the main core functionality such as fitness tracking, it does most of those things as well. So you can use the core functionality of the Galaxy Watch Active, what it's known for, like fitness and durability, with your iPhone. You just can't get like the extra really nice convenient features like replying from your texts. And in case your battery is like running out or you forgot to charge or something, you also have these two really special modes. Basically, an ultra power saving mode, like on Samsung devices, it turns the whole display black and white, and it only shows you the time. Like that's totally it. And then there's a medium power saving mode, which is also black and white, but it doesn't vibrate. It's not gonna have always on display on, and you can do everything except for it's slower, black and white, no always on display. So the ultra power saving mode will extend your battery like by days, depending on how much you have, and the medium power will expand it by like a few hours, depending on how much you have. And you're not gonna need this kind of modes unless you're going on like 2 or 3 days without charge. Except for this one time when I did actually have to use it because I was like gone to like Center Island or something, and I was using a lot for filming purposes. So I actually had to use ultra power saving mode, and you guys can see like how basic it is. And then on the left side you have all your notifications grouped by app, and then you can like expand them and see what it is. And sometimes you'll even get options to reply if it's like a message app. So that's really convenient. Like you don't have to type this entire thing, because the thing is you can't type on this. Like you cannot, I tried typing on this thing, you cannot type on this thing. The only closest thing you can get is speech to text, which is all right if you have the time, and if you're not gonna feel awkward like talking to your watch in front of everybody. But most of the time the replies were totally fine, and you can customize those replies too. So you're not bound by like the basic okay, hello, whatever. Like you can customize it like how I did. I put like my own slang in it. And then on the right side you got like these apps. So for me, I have the fitness app, and then I have quick contacts to call anybody. One thing I do miss about this watch is that it doesn't have Google Assistant, so it has Bixby instead, but I never use that. Like Bixby, no bro, like I don't want you, okay? Also, this thing doesn't have a speaker, so if you're gonna pick up a call, it's weird because like you're gonna get a call, right? And then it'll show on your watch, it'll vibrate, and it's like, okay, pick up the call or decline it. So that when you pick it up, it's like, okay, check your phone now. Like, what's the point? I could have picked it up from my pocket or something. So like, you could have probably built a speaker in. It would have been really useful. So my conclusion about this watch is, if you have a smartphone and you really heavily use it and you get a lot of notifications, then this watch would be perfect for you. Like it's pretty good. But with this watch itself, looking at only this watch is an amazing package for what you get for $300. Really fluid interface, great battery life, amazing display except for the bezels, obviously, right? And the design is very minimalistic, and I think that really appeals to some people if you like a minimalistic design that doesn't protrude in the way of like your work or anything. So this thing will look really good on you. You can go anywhere with this thing and just put on whatever watch face you want, and then just like flex with it, you know? So if you're fine with missing out on Google Assistant and with a little bit bigger bezels and the smaller display, this package for $300 is amazing for you. Like it's really nice companion to your smartwatch. But the thing is, only if you use a smartphone a lot, then you need a smartwatch. Otherwise, the smartwatch really is nothing except for a fashion accessory then. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys got any other questions about this watch, leave it down in the comments, or even reach out to us on like Instagram or Facebook, and we have our links down in the description. And then let us know what you want to see the next time, and be sure to press that bell icon for more notifications on our next videos in the future. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Until the next time, catch you guys later.